box, 10 box random team break. We got all the teams randomized. There was a few left over. Half of them are gone, so 2 teams remain. All right. This mixer is going to consist of 2 boxes of the newly released 2019 Score Football, 2 boxes of Prism Draft, 2 boxes of Leaf Metal Draft, 2 boxes of Contenders Draft. And if you think it's feeling drafty in here, then maybe you need a nice jersey to cover you up. We got 2 TriStar Game Day Greats football jerseys. All right. Yeah, if you want me to do that tomorrow, if you're not awake when the break is over, just let me know. So the last 2 teams, the Buccaneers are 30, the Broncos are 75. Buccaneers, I think, had a few rookie picks possible, lower round guys, if I remember correctly. And the Broncos had a few guys, including second round quarterback Drew Lock, if I'm not mistaken. So I real quick did the research on the 4 remaining teams, and just kind of not my usual team pricing, but I just went based on, okay, this is what the average price team was, and this is how these teams compare. So if we do a pick your team style with these exact boxes, it could slightly vary a little bit, but should be right around the range where we would normally put them. Okay, you can just message me tomorrow, and I'll as long as I'm not running an errand, I should be home most of the day. And then we can get that broken tomorrow too. So this is what we got. All right. And yeah, Daniel's a big Titans fan, so he might be able to hook you up with something that you need with what Rams you get. All right. So again, 2 teams still available. And then if we sell those out right now, I could break something that's got a bunch of hits right off the bat. Otherwise, I'm going to open the score box because it's going to take longer to show you that first one. Not much longer. Honestly, other than those score boxes, none of these other boxes should take very long. So again, last call. Broncos 75, Buccaneers 30. And we got Score Football going to lead us off here. Let me make a little slight adjustment there. All right, here we go. So Score Football, 4 autographs per box. Opened a box of these yesterday. All right, and you got 1 stamped buyback from 1989 Score. So they're celebrating 30 years of Score Football. So here we go. I'm going to lead off here. And I've got the first hit. So first hit is in my hands. It will not be long before we see something. So first hit is in my hands. And let's get this show on the road. So again, score the first set with pro logos on veteran cards for the year. All right. Primarily the contenders and Prism sets that have come out. they're strictly college. So now we're getting a look. I don't think we have too many up to the second on some of these moves that have been made off-season wise. Some years they're like right on top of it, and they'll have the photo with the old team, but they'll have the new logo and signed by whomever on what date. But I don't remember seeing much of that at all, if any, yesterday when we got our first look at it. Got Le'Veon Bell, Alex Smith. So you even got Le'Veon Bell as a Steeler, so you know this is. He didn't play for the Steelers last year. He got his 2017 statistics still up there. And they totally don't mention anything about the fact that he was too lazy to play. So go figure. Chase Edmonds. So this is the first time you'll see the 2018 draft class without that rookie card emblem anywhere near their name. And we got Cortland Sutton here, scorecard variation. So these are the easiest of the variations to get. A little gray bordering and no numbering at all. Patrick Mahomes the second, Epics insert. We got Nick Chubb, all hands team. So they kind of go out for the design on the insert cards, but this year you get to be a little nostalgic with the 1989 score look on the base cards. I think that's kind of cool. And it almost has the feel of like Topps Heritage or something like that, right? Their heritage doesn't quite go far back like Topps. So we got Drew Lock. All right. He was drafted by the Broncos, right? Broncos still available for 75. Got Ed Oliver, draft pick for the Bills. So again, the rookies, hey, the draft just happened. So these guys are still going to be in their college uniforms probably for the next few sets. I would say probably, was it Luminaries, I think, is the first set that we're going to see the pro team designations. All right, I don't think the photos will quite match up, but the pro team designations, I think Luminaries is the first set. So we got Karen Higdon, TJ Hawkinson, LaJordan Humphrey, Mac Wilson, Paris Campbell, Amani Oruwariye, Brett Ripien, Rock Ya-Sin, Jarrett Stidham, and then it's all about that 89 score base. About that base. Gotta remember to keep the rookies in their own pile because that's going to be a nightmare for me to figure out who's on what team. And we're heading up to that first hit. I gotta admit, I don't know if it is for one of the two teams because I'm still not. I'm sure after sorting a couple of 2019 breaks with all the collegiate guys, I'm sure I'll get real good real fast at figuring out who's on what team. But right now, I'm still working on that. Jalen Smith. Well, now Donruss is not that far away, so you won't have to wait too long. It's a few months away, so don't get too excited. But we've got some score base coming everybody's way for a while. Sam Darnold, signal callers. James Conner. DeAndre Hopkins. And first autograph, Andy Isabella. Andy Isabella. Going to be hit number 1. So this is how I'm doing it for right now. Just going to look them up. Andy Isabella looked to have been drafted by the Cardinals at wide receiver. Again, this is just a real quick look. So I always make for sure what teams they're on, but looks like a wide receiver drafted by the Arizona Cardinals, Andy Isabella. If for some reason at some point I'm wrong, feel free to correct me. Shock Patrick, Jeffrey Simmons, Quinnen Williams, Miles Sanders. We got C.J. Conrad, Mike Weber, DeAndre Baker. There's on Andy Isabella again. Alex Barnes and Devin Singletary. Oh, okay. He was the Rosen draft pick. Gotcha. Good deals. Good deals. All right. So teams are now off the board. Yeah, we got a nice low serial numbered card coming out here. That's cool. Who's it going to go to? Okay. Again, a lot of times when I'm just doing this real quick on my phone, I'm getting like the Wikipedia blurb or the Yahoo Sports blurb of where they're at. So, oh, you know what? I like to open 2 packs of jumbos at a time. Hold on. But we got one nice low numbered autograph card coming out, so that's always a plus. All right, here we go. So we got Baker Mayfield, Demaryius Thomas, Von Miller, Patrick Mahomes, Danny Trevathan, Joe Hayden, Trubisky, Bilal Powell, Karayon Johnson, O.J. Howard, Russell Wilson, Mark Ingram, Jared Goff, and numbered 15 out of 50, James White, Patriots. 15 out of 50. The all hands team. I'm sure there's a few hand gestures his former teammates have for him. Antonio Brown, Aaron Donald, Ed Oliver, and Big Ben, Fantasy Stars. Rashawn Gary, Damian Harris, Alexander Madison, Darrell Henderson, Ja'Kai Pollitt, DK Metcalf, O'Shane Ximenez, Trace McSorley, Darius Slayton. Who's this bum? Oh. The guy from Duke. Daniel Jones. That was funny. And honestly, it was probably more politically correct than some other things that could have been said, like Kareem Hunt. So, Denzel Ward, Jabril Peppers, Darius Geis, Julian Edelman, Matt Stafford, Kirk Cousins, JPP. Yeah, it's bad that like Daniel Jones plays and looks like the quarterback that I've like not been a big fan of the past, I don't know, what, 15 years? So we got DeAndre Baker scorecard. And there's Jameis Winston, Juju Smith-Schuster, Kyle Rudolph, and numbered 3 out of 6, Lil Jordan Humphrey. I don't like that pick at number 6 at all. I think he's set up for failure like Rosen was set up for failure in Arizona. I really hope you're kidding me. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to burn a Marcus Mariota card later. No. So Saints, I believe, is the team that is going to get this one. Little Jordan Humphrey, numbered to 6. So there wasn't a lot of options. I think it was all low round guys for the Saints. So they were a good last second pickup, definitely. I'm not a huge Wonderlic guy. I don't. I'm sorry, but he's got a slow release, and he looks like Eli. That's enough right there. Yeah, he was a second round guy. I think Locke might have even been a wiser pick ahead of Daniel Jones. Jones should not have gone in the first round. Definitely not at number 6. If the Redskins had picked him up at 15, had Haskins been pulled off the board by the Giants, if they didn't go with Josh Allen instead, that right there would have been okay if they felt that he was above Locke. If I cared about the Redskins at all, I probably would have been okay with that. Because the two guys, I mean, I think Haskins athletically looks to be the kind of build the Giants would have needed. I don't think Kyler Murray would have been as good of a fit for the Giants, but he 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 wasn't going to be available anyway. And there's Kyle Shermer. Hey, Fitzpatrick has had a couple decent seasons. Gotta give him at least that, right? All right, so we got a veteran autograph sitting in my hand right now. So veteran autograph about to be pumped out. Yeah, let's see what we got. Nick Chubb, Cordarrelle Patterson, Theo Riddick, TJ Watt, to Josh Allen, that's a quarterback. And we got him blue here. 15 out of 35. Artist proof for the Bills, Tremaine Edmonds. $121 tackles last year. 2 picks, 2 forced fumbles. Not a bad way to start off a career. Carson Wentz, Khalil Mack, and there's DK Metcalf. Draft card there. And there's Daniel Jones Sr. So supposedly he canceled his radio show. This is based off of information given out by Mike Francesa, so you can take that for what it's worth. But apparently because he wasn't sure if he was going to end up, there's Dwayne Haskins, end up being the starter by the end of the year, and he didn't want to be, I guess, embarrassed by being the backup and talking on his show about the starter. Just felt that would be awkward. Eli, I got some news for you. Your best bet right now is to embrace radio, television, or anything else you can. And hey, at least you can say that you had 2 Super Bowls whenever you're talking with Tony Romo. But still, I don't know if I'd want to hear Eli's voice for the length of a whole football game. But his own little half an hour radio show, you wouldn't think that's such a big deal. He's been doing it for years. Mike Evans. Yeah. The guy that they would have play Eli in a movie about Peyton's life. Todd Gurley. I like that meme too. Jimmy Garoppolo. We should get a little bigger dose of him this year. And Packers. Gonna get a hit. Gilbert Brown. So Packers, Gilbert Brown. Gonna be hit number 3. Was he a Hall of Famer? But big guy for the Packers in the 90s. Cheeseburgers all around. Notice how that list did not include Daniel Jones. There's Noah Fant right there. Juana Fanta. We got Dylan Mitchell. And we got autograph number 4 yet. Autograph number 4. Blah. Oh, let's score. I guess 250 in score isn't bad. So, good night, Cody. That's a nice parallel there. All right, let's show them all. Well, at least I don't have to look up who 250 Panini points plays for, but we'll have to do a video to figure out who it goes to tomorrow. You know, the second I turn this pile upside down, like the next card or 2 later, it's going to flip again. Oh, look at that. It's better. George Kittle and his 1,377 yards receiving last year. Nick Mullins' favorite target? Anyone? McGlinchey. And Red Zone, Broncos, Philip Lindsay, 2 out of 20. Now for sale. Yeah, it's numbered out of 20. There we go. That might get honorable mention later if we're grasping for things. Derek Carr. They got Aaron Donald. N'Keal Harry. Jared Goff. Irv Smith Jr., David Montgomery, Caleb Wilson, N'Keal Harry again, Patrick Laird, there's Will Greer, Zach Ertz, Evan Engram, 2 big tight ends in the NFC East. Ertz definitely had a big season last year. Engram, um, if you extrapolate following his injuries, he should be a big producer for the Giants next year. No, we got 2 more packs, so that should be coming up. Michael Thomas. Yesterday we pulled a cool one. We pulled I believe it's a Keith Jackson rookie card. Yesterday in a personal box. T.J. Yeldon, Jared Goff, Jalen Moore, Miles Boykin, and Anthony Ratliff Williams. So we'll see that foil stamp card in just a hot minute. And hopefully we'll have one just as cool as yesterday, or better. Did I miss it? Nope, there it is. Nope, that's not it. There it is. I see it. Yep, we got one in here. All right. Not as cool as yesterday's, but it's okay. Olivier Vernon. Again, they really haven't updated the teams on a lot of these guys, or any of these guys yet. So kind of like how Topps does with Series 1, you're kind of just dealing with them as they were at the end of last season. Greg Dortch, 16 out of 35 with the artist proof. Greg Dortch. Barry stamped foil would be, I'd feel bad for the card. That's an iconic card. But if he signed it, then that would be cool. There are some autographed ones out there. Got Baker Mayfield signal callers, Devin White, Andrew Luck. There's Josh Allen, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, Drew Lock. All about that base, about that base. And there's your buyback. Linebacker Kyle Clifton from the New York Jets. So, 2 fumble recoveries in 1988. And topped the Jets in tackles 2 years in a row, including 174 in 1986. I don't know how good 87 or 88 was, but Kyle Clifton buyback card. And then you see the little foil stamping right there, celebrating 30 years of score. So we got Gus Edwards, Hands, Julio Jones, Saquon Barkley, epic moments. We'll still give Saquon a little 1 cent love. A little second year 1 cent love, right? Drew Brees, Juju, and there's Zach Allen, David Sills V, Kyler Murray, and Benny Snell Jr. All right, so that's the first box of score. So let's bang out some hits, huh? Let's do some leaf metal draft. I don't know if any of them are numbered. I would assume the signed ones are possibly numbered. That wouldn't surprise me. I don't know if they're going to do like Topps did with their buybacks in the past and designate different color foil stampings. We didn't see anything like that yet. I just haven't. Let's face it, it's score. I really haven't watched any score breaks. Sorry. All right, we got a redemption card sitting in the back here. I wonder who that's going to be of. All right, so let's figure this out. So we got Jarrett Stidham. Jarrett Stidham. Patriots. Looks like they signed them. All right, and again, we'll confirm these with some more research when I actually sort it. But I'm just going with what I get for right now. Mac Wilson. Looks like the Cleveland Browns. And this one's numbered 11 out of 15. Miles Gaskin with the State Pride card. Dolphins. And this one's numbered 12 out of 20. David Montgomery. Looks like he's with the Bears. Ah. Yeah. And Marquise Brown. So that's first rounder from the for the Ravens. He was the first overall wide receiver taken, if I'm not mistaken. Right? Top wide receiver taken. Stidham. Anyone who is on the Patriots is dumb. No. Yeah, they win games. They can't be that dumb. They cheat well. The Bears. So, a few decent cards there, right? A few decent cards. All right, so that's 2 boxes down, but there's still 8 to go. We ain't done yet. Let's do a Prism draft. Prism draft picks. So again, that Marquise Brown, parallels are awarded at the time of fulfillment. So if you get a good parallel, let me know. Let me get a picture of it. So no Murrays or Haskins yet. All right. 5 autos per box on these bad boys. And let's see. Trying to get results here. All right, this guy was undrafted and he just got signed today. Huh, look at that, right on time for you. All right, so this is based off of the latest information that I have. But looks like this individual got signed today. Yeah, sounds like they were watching over you. So we got, I don't think he's ever going pro. Patrick Mahomes, AJ Green, Philip Lindsay, Emmitt Smith, Phillip Rivers. And numbered 63 out of 75. All right. C.J. Conrad, who it appears he was signed today by the Giants, which obviously dooms him for the rest of his career. And then we got Clayton Thorson with the pink prism there. So it looks like Giants signed C.J. Conrad, undrafted out of Kentucky. Yeah, the 1 out of 5 shouldn't go that much lower than the, what was it, 3 out of 5? It doesn't make any sense, but eBay's not consistent. That's why I showed you that picture. You had the same card over a period of a few days. The first one, same exact card, numbered to the same thing of another sport even, but the example holds. You got it on release day of the product going for 80 bucks. Then a few days later it goes for 125, and then like yesterday or something like that, or a couple days ago, it goes for 64. How does a card go up in value 50% and then come down in value 50%, and there's no actual performance-based reason for it? You know, it is what it is. eBay is what it is. Let me see who this guy is. All right. So we got Roger Staubach, Anthony Miller, Tom Brady, Julio Jones, Eric Dickerson, and that's a cool looking parallel of Red Grange. 23 out of 99. We'll give that a little 1 cent left. We got Paris Campbell and Caden Smith. So that's a tight end out of Stanford. Looks like he's on the 49ers right now. So Caden Smith. And you know what? That's one that's probably going to be a good one to hold on to. Yeah, well, that guy needs to get reported to eBay. I'm sorry. That's just borderline, like, stalker, creepy-ish. All right. Troy Aikman, Dan Marino. We got the Nittany Lion, Adrian Peterson, Barry Sanders, Jared Goff, and not numbered on the oranges either. I know purple aren't. I think the purple are the more common than the oranges, but I could be wrong. We got Hakeem Butler. And then, frankly, Scarlet, I don't give a damn. Jordan Scarlet. Panthers. So Jordan Scarlet, I believe, is with the Panthers out of the University of Florida. Florida. And let's see here. Okay. Saquon Barkley. Give that a little 1 cent love. Fashizi, Drew Breesy, Joe Namath, Rashad Penny, Cam Newton, Anthony Miller. Got Deebo Samuel and Jalen Ferguson. Ferguson, I think, is on the Ravens. Yeah, that screenshot is definitely scammers page material. Totally. Somebody who threatens you on like that for no reason. I mean, the guy's got zero feedback. Pretty much, you just report him to eBay, and that profile is going to get deleted anyway. So I would definitely report that idiot's actions to eBay, and he'll never bid on anything again from that profile. All right. Got Mitchell Trubisky, Andrew Luck, Bucky Badger, Le'Veon Bell, John Elway, Baker Mayfield, numbered 12 out of 25. 12 out of 25. Darrell Henderson looks to be on the Rams. So Darrell Henderson looks to be on the Rams. And there's Marquise Brown, 93 out of 99. So number to 99. All right. Little contenders. What do you say? $150. What the duck was he thinking? I mean, if he autographed it, that would be a cool price. Then again, there's not a lot of cards of the mascots out there, so maybe it's not as crazy as you think it is. Let me ask you, would you have paid $99 for it? If the guy came down to $99, would you have taken it? I'm curious. This guy has been in like every box that we've opened so far. The heck? Now I get to know what team he's on. All right, no wonder he's in every box. $50 at the most. TJ Hawkinson. Gary Jennings and Will Greer. So again, with these, since it's not a hit, we start from the left and work our way across and down with multiplayer cards. So it'll go to Gary Jennings Jr., whatever team he's on first. But if a second one pops up in the other box, then they would go to Will Greer next. Travion Williams. Same with this. This would go to the Panthers. Christian McCaffrey, Bryce Love. And then with these guys, they go to their current team. There's a few that are guys like Troy Aikman. He played his whole career for the Cowboys, right? I think he retired as a Cowboy, a concussed Cowboy. But it's kind of, Karen Higdon there. I kind of just figure out where the best spot to put them is for the base cards, because it's just a oddball thing. We're not going to do randoms for base cards. Preston Williams, who's got a cool signature, but nobody drafted him. So that would, if that's confirmed, he hasn't signed with anybody, that'll go to random. And next card here. Okay. Got Tyree Jackson. There we have Darius Slayton and Jarrett Stidham. Daniel Jones. J.J. Watt. So this would go to the Texans first. And it's all about that base. About that base. And next hit. I got Riley Ridley. Tony Pollard, who, from what I can tell, would go to the Cowboys. So, yeah, I'm not a big fan of razzing. I'd rather make my money legally. Looks like there's a little ding on that corner. Before I put it in here. A little bit. So, Cowboys. I like to do my gambling in a casino. And I don't do it often. I don't think I've been in a casino for like 5 years. Maybe longer. Mike Weber. Maybe this year when I go to Las Vegas. Billy Cannon and Leonard Fournette. DK Metcalf. Joey and Nick Bosa. Definitely want to go to the Summit this year. Beckett Summit in Las Vegas. Got to figure out how to make that happen. And we got Trace McSorley and Darwin Thompson. Blaine Panini. It's always condition sensitive stuff in these sets. Darwin Thompson. Chiefs. Chiefs. All right, 3 more packs. Not seeing as much color in these as we did the last couple of years. Or not color, but parallels. We pulled a lot of cracked ice the past 2 years. Maybe we just got a couple hot cases. I don't know. And this guy's in every single box too, I feel like, and I can see why. All right, so his page, his Wikipedia page hasn't been updated in a while. So I don't know if this guy's been signed anytime soon. But as of what I can see right now, the next hit is also somebody who has not been drafted or picked up yet. Got DK Metcalf. Justice Hill. And these are upside down. Mariota, Emmett Smith, Red Grange, Brett Favre, Debo Samuel, and Jacques Patrick, who again, it does not look like he ended up getting drafted. The question I think came up for last year's draft, whether he was going to enter or not, and he decided to play his senior year, and no one picked him this year. So I don't know if he would have been possibly drafted last year and he was hoping to get a higher round, or maybe he thought he wouldn't get drafted and still didn't end up drafted. Who knows? Well, we kind of got a little cracked ice action going here. We got this. Khalil Mack, 13 out of 23. Da Bears. 13 out of 23. Khalil Mack. And who's that guy? Okay. So Bryce Love, and then our Sega Whiteside. Dwayne Haskins. Got Tarkenton and Walker. And then it's all about that base, Myles Gaskin. And Byron Murphy. I forgot which team had him. Byron Murphy. Arizona Cardinals, it looks like. So, Byron Murphy. Rodney, you answer that question for me. First of all, the guy played for Duke. Second of all, he's another Dookie Giants pick that they've made. Ugh. That team's going to drive me nuts. last pack of our first of 2 contenders box. Okay. Game day ticket coming up. So we got a low numbered game day ticket autograph coming up here. And this is a decent player. All right. Gardner Minshew the second. Got Brett Ripien. And numbered 11 out of 18. Seems like that one corner's been coming a little bit off in these boxes. It's not that bad on this one, but you can kind of see it. Justice Hill. Justice Hill, 11 out of 18. Game day ticket autograph. And that'd go to the Ravens, right? Ravens. Justice Hill, 11 out of 18. All right, so we're getting a couple decent pulls here and there, right? Let's see what else we got here. So what do you think? Jersey? We'll open up a jersey next. Typical tiebreaker rules apply for the jerseys as well. You know we got to save one till the end. We'll do one now, though. First look at this year's TriStar football jerseys. Oh, rip that. Usually these pop. What the hell? I'm going to peel this one. All right. So again, we got to kind of figure out by the jersey. Is this his college jersey? If this is, I'm not a college team expert. So you guys let me know if this is his college colors. It doesn't feel like it would be the same look as a Raiders jersey. So Mari Cooper. I guess it's not an Alabama jersey because that would have like purple in it, right? I want to get this to the right place. If it's a Raiders colored jersey, then it would go to the Raiders. I hate taking these out of the bag because they don't always go back in right. I guess Cowboy colors. Yeah. What do you think? Is this Cowboy colors? It doesn't look like a Raiders jersey to me. Cowboys throwback. Okay. That'll explain it. Is that agreed upon? I just want to make sure that that's a... So, Cowboys get the Amari Cooper. And I get to finagle this back in the bag properly the other later. Yeah, throwback jersey. That's what it looks like. Definitely not a Bama jersey, but it's not a Raiders jersey either. Come on, go back in the bag. So I'll fold that later. So Amari Cooper, Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? They're so frequent with the jerseys in TriStar. Got to be that Texas connection. We'll make that prettier later. All right, so Amari Cooper. How about them Cowboys? All right. Do we want to get the score box out of the way next? Or do we want to open a couple other boxes? We can either do score next, or we can do score after we do Leaf Metal Draft and Prism Draft. What do y'all want to see next? Can do score next and get it out of the way, or Leaf Metal Draft and Prism Draft. So yeah, one vote for score, one vote for the combo. Give it about 30 seconds. Another vote for score. Score. So it's like, let's get it over with. It's the newest product, so. So it's close, but score's edging it out right now by a couple. So Leaf Treasury is going to be coming out in about a month. Just show the hits and score. Well, I got to show. Do you want me to zip through the base cards since we've already seen them all? You know, not so much the rookies because I want to pull out the ones that I got to sleeve later, but just zip right through these because they all come in one stack. And then I'll start at the inserts. The Mixon was a college jersey, wasn't it? So we already did our first look. It's not like it's Bowman, where you want to know how many Wander Francos and Joey Barts and whatever rookie first Bowman guys for your team. I don't know, the way my Leaf pre-books have been going, I'm worried I'm not going to get my 12 treasuries. I hope we do. I usually put them in like 3 or 4 at a time. So it's like breaking a couple vaults. So we got 1. All right. These two will be easy to go through. There's no hits. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. All right, so we're going to do this. And just to show you first time around. All right, those are going to be all the 89 scores you can see by the blue and red. We'll knock those out of the way. All right, and we'll start from here. So we got Juju, Artist Proof, 22 out of 35. So Juju Smith-Schuster. number to 35. Goff, Stafford, Luck, huddling up with the Saints. All right, now we got our rookies. I don't know, the few Panini sets so far. There's Dwayne Haskins. Give that a little 1 cent love. Few Panini football sets so far with score and contenders, not so much Prism. Camera's not very fond of the font. All right, so we got that, showing you a base card. And again, all your red and blues. And, oh, son of a gun, 28 out of 30. Daniel Jones of the Giants. Gotta love him. My favorite. I'll give him some 1 cent love because it's numbered to 30, but, ugh. So, yeah, we didn't hit Franco on the Bowmans. We hit the heck out of him in the Onyx, which we got a few of those boxes in the 5th anniversary break to make the Rays a little more spicy. Oh, please don't say that. We're going to hit like a 101 Daniel Jones, and I'm going to have to like just not throw up in my mouth about it. Not looking forward to that. I really am. I'm deciding what team to root for next. It could be the Steelers, the 49ers. It'd never be like the Cowboys or the Patriots or the Eagles. Ever. No, it's tough. Tough. Like the Chiefs, like what they got going on. All right, so what the hecker is that? And all about that base, Odell's a head case. I think that locker room is a mess. If Daniel Jones can be a good leader, he can still be an asset to that team. Odell is not helping the Giants at all. The Giants got too much crazy going on. Would have been nice if they could have gotten a little more for him, but it could work out for them in the end, although they totally blew their number 6 overall pick. So anything that they did to improve after that point, including getting a nice trade there at number 30, they gave away a little bit for it, but they got what they needed, I guess, out of the deal. But yeah, we're going to miss Odell, but I think Sterling Shepard will be all right. I think a healthy Evan Engram will pick up a lot of slack. And then we'll just see how it goes for the rest of the wide receiving crew. 20 out of 50, Gold Zone, Dede Westbrook. Landon Collins. David Njoku. Here's DK Metcalf. The Daniel Jones. Yeah, I think so. He got caught up with injuries, but if you take, his back 8 games where he's healthy, and you double those statistics, they're going to be impressive. There's Ed Oliver. And now we're back to the base cards here. All right, so we got our marker there. And all our reds and blues. So we got Chris Thompson, Michael Thomas, Matty Ice, Rashawn Gary, and Terry Godwin II. Terry Godwin II. Looks like the Panthers. So Terry Godwin II. Looks like the Panthers with the autograph there. Not there. And I actually think I know what team this guy's on. Right? Yep, I was right. I should know. It's my neck of the woods. So DJ Chark, 174 yards on a whole 14 receptions. Starting to hit his stride as the 2018 season concluded. Right. So, yeah. 174 yards. He's hitting his stride, man. All right, we got Chase Edmonds. And Nationals are in Chicago. So Oilers / Titans. Drew Hill. Remember his rap album? Oh, that was somebody else, wasn't it? 1,141 yards receiving in 1988. So it wasn't terrible. So yeah, we're coming back to Chicago. Von Miller. I gotta get reservations done for another little trip that I'm planning this month. Clay Matthews. I'm not going to talk about it now because I don't want to jinx myself because some stuff happened last year. I wasn't able to go. Damian Harris. Todd Gurley. There's Ridley. It depends on how far we are on the journey. I think the thing said, I know last year for Cleveland it said you guys were about an hour and 15 minutes out of the way. So, not that I trust anything that Siri says, but I know we weren't able to do that. I'm on such a tight schedule. But if that, I don't know why I'm going through these. If that is in the cards, I would love to stop by. Because it's going to be a pizza week. Probably going to get deep dish a couple times. I mean, let's face it, it's not New York style pizza, but it's all right. Trace McSorley. But you guys look like you got some nice pies that you got there. Baker Mayfield, Julio Jones, Steelers. And we got Miles Sanders. Running back drafted by the Eagles. I want to say second round. Second or third. Miles Sanders. So there's Kyler Murray. I know if we end up having to give up getting to Chicago on the first day. Last year we just kept driving, and I made it in about, with stops. My dad was with me, and we kind of had to stop every two rest stops. So it took us about 18 hours, but we made it there by like maybe 10 after midnight. So I think if we make that kind of time, it might be tough. I sure as hell know by the end of the week, I'm usually like sucking wind and really craving some sleep. Especially if the panini party is good. I don't think the Nationals been in Texas since it was at the Astrodome. Just to give you an idea of how long ago that was. I think it's been a while since the Nationals been in Houston. It's kind of like every other year Chicago. Cleveland's been in the mix lately, and then Atlantic City got added a few years ago, and they're going to come back next year. And I'm sorry to say it probably won't be as good as Chicago, but damn it, it'll be close to home. Be like an hour away from me. Oh yeah, who is this Joker again? Okay. All right. I think it's been a while. You can actually Google it. I think on their Wikipedia tells you where they've been every year. This is the 40th anniversary of the National, so it's actually a couple of years older than me. There's the rookies. And Brandon Cooks. There's your base. Traquan Smith. Aaron Donald. Antonio Brown. Josh Allen. Von Miller. And Josh Allen. This year's Josh Allen. Arcega-Whiteside. I think the Eagles got him too, right? Arcega-Whiteside. Wide receiver, right? Still learning. I'm still learning these guys. Sorry for not giving a rat's ass about college football. Like, I like hockey more. Sorry. Jordan Howard, scorecard. Michael Thomas. Patrick Mahomes. James Conner. And Brian Burns. I believe he's a Panther. Tight end. Okay. I knew he caught balls. So Brian Burns, I believe he's on the Panthers. Okay. Yeah, he was a top 3 round guy, right? Yeah. What is it? Beckett changed the location from last year of the summit. Otherwise, I would have been heading to Texas this year. But instead, they're going to hold it in Las Vegas. So, yeah, that's what you need to do is hold your summit for sports cards, guys, in the gambling capital of the world. And I'm hoping to make a trip really far out west this month. But until I have my plans booked, because I got jinxed last year talking about it. There's Tahir Whitehead, Khalil Mack, Josh Rosen, and what do we got here? Bengals, Geno Atkins. Not Oregon. So Geno Atkins. Doug Martin, who I think just re-signed with the Raiders today, didn't he? This one's numbered 3 out of 10. Who was it? Crowell was on the Raiders now? And I think he got injured in an off-season training kind of deal. And he's out for the season. Yeah, I'm going pretty far west. Might be that far. Saquon Barkley. Drew Lock. His Achilles. Yeah, he's done for the year. All right. Let's get some of these leafy greens out of the way. Leaf Metal Draft Football. So again, we're on our second round of these boxes. Not the first one we pulled today. Numbered 20 out of 20. Justice Hill. He was the Ravens, right? I'm trying to remember these guys. And then I think this might go with some Colts score base. 2 out of 3. Right? Is this defensive end Anthony Johnson? That was. Let me see. Let me see if I can get a wiki. I got the Colonist. I got a UFC fighter. So NFL. Gosh, it's so common a name. Come on. I don't know if this is the guy. No, I think this is a different guy. Hold on. I don't know what team this is for. It might not be the Colts. I don't know. Anthony Johnson. I got to do some more research. There's a pro player who looks like he was in the Memphis Express. So this isn't the right guy. Let's see. The guy was out of Buffalo, right? The draft pick. Gosh. Oh, here we go. I think I found the right one. Born 97. This looks like the right guy. Yep, undrafted free agent. Sorry, this one's going to the Buccaneers. So I guess this is now for sale. 2 out of 3. Anthony Johnson. I got the right Anthony Johnson now. Undrafted, out of Buffalo. I guess his stock kind of dropped. And he is with the Buccaneers. Yeah. He was just picked up with 3 other guys by Tampa Bay. All right, well, let's see if we can find somebody else then. Ooh, that's a nice hit. How about Antoine Wesley? Who does this guy play for? Looks like the Ravens. And then we got Deebo Samuel. 49ers. You know who else got drafted by the 49ers? How about numbered 6 out of 15? Nick Bosa. 6 out of 15. Nick Bosa, 49ers. All right, not bad, not bad. Let's see what we got next. I'm tempted to start rooting for the 49ers. Between drafting Nick Bosa and getting rid of Colin Kaepernick, I'm kind of liking them again. I might be able to forgive the whole Joe Montana thing. It's been a long time, I know. I guess it would make sense if I did ditch the Giants to go back to them, but I do like some other teams too. And again, thank you for collecting Panini. Yeah, they should really, like, I don't know, pay me to say things like that. That'd be nice, right? All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see, we got any more boom skis coming up? Uh, hmm. Did this guy not get drafted? He was expected to be a late pick going into the draft. What school did he come out of? I don't see Wikipedia result for this guy. I don't see a Yahoo Sports result for this guy. Looks like he might have been injured at the end of the season, so that might have affected his draft status. So I'll have to do more research, but as it looks now, I don't believe this individual has been signed by anyone yet. So this one could go to random. And again, I'll be doing research on these guys tomorrow as well. So I'm at this moment going to call him unsigned. So we got Troy Aikman, Dan Marino, the Nittany Lion, Adrian Peterson, Barry Sanders, Dak Prescott, Damian Harris, and Jalen Moore, who I believe was injured at some point last year. He was originally projected to be a 6th or 7th rounder. It seemed like the Chiefs were interested in him prior to the draft, but I did not see any confirmation that anybody has picked him up yet. Again, it's the time of year. These things end up a little quirky sometimes. So, we'll figure that out. All right, this team seems to be racking up some hits here. So we got Roger Staubach, Anthony Miller, Shady Brady, Julio Jones, Eric Dickerson. We got Peyton Manning, and it is not numbered. We got A.J. Brown and Caden Smith, who I believe is a 49er. Could be wrong. So Caden Smith, from what I could read, is a 49er. Ooh, Purdy. All right. We opened one jersey so far. It was a Cowboys jersey. It was Amari Cooper on a Cowboy throwback. Got Trubisky, Andrew Luck, Bucky Badger, Le'Veon Bell, John Elway, Herschel Walker. We got Nick Bosa, 14 out of 49. And then Travion Williams, who appears to be on the Bengals. Travion Williams, Bengals. According to what I got over here. And there's a cool Nick Bosa card. I always like the Crusade inserts, but when they get all kinds of paralleled out, tricked out, they're cool. 49ers got a lot of hits in this one. Guess they had a good draft. I wouldn't know, because after pick number 6, I shut that down. I didn't want to see anymore. I did watch a little bit more, but I was really pissed. Okay. So we got Barkley. Breezy. Namath. Rashad Penny. Newton. Alvin Kamara. Numbered 16 out of 99. Marquise Brown with the prism. And Taylor Rapp. Rams. Taylor Rapp. Looks like a Rams pick there. Hey, he very well could. I just, based off of the scouting report that I read off of him, he's not built for the poop show that team is built like right now. It's just it doesn't feel like it's the right mix. That's just me though. Let's see who this guy is. All right, this guy does look like he got picked up a couple days ago. Let me see. Yeah, I gotta research a little deeper, but I got a newspaper article that says I might know who this guy went to. Patrick Mahomes, AJ Green, Philip Lindsay, Emmitt Smith, DeAndre Hopkins. We got Brett Ripien. And Dax Raymond, tight end out of Utah State. It appears the Bears might have signed him. I got to make sure of that, but it appears that he was one of several good undesignated free agent picks by the Bears. So we're going to go with that for now, and then I'll make sure we do our homework. All right. So we got a few more things to rip open here. Got contenders draft, and then we got one more jersey. So what do you guys think? Do you want me to do this same lineup again as a mixer? And you want to see it as a pick your team this time around? Or is this mix good for randoms? Or should I do this mix as a pick your team and get a similar mix up for randoms? Like maybe I could do random instead of 2 boxes of each. We'll do 1 box of each and make it a cheap one and just as quick to fill. How's that sound? So we'll give the pick your team guys a chance at this break. And then I only have one other Leaf Metal draft after that. So I could do 1 of each. And I just have enough boxes. So if it's 45 a spot, 2 for 85, it would probably be 25, 2 for 45. Because part of that's the shipping factor. So it'd be 25, 2 for 45. And I do 4 for 85 too. So it'd be pretty much, unless you get just one team, it'd pretty much be half. So, and at that, with that combo deal, and if we get a bunch of people to take it, it would fill up pretty quick too. So we'll think about that. Hakeem Butler, Metcalf and Teamu, Justice Hill, Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott. And we got here, it looks like that one corner is the common spot, at least for this case. So Keelan Doss. Keelan Doss might have been signed. And I'm just trying to see. This is, again, a newspaper article, not the easiest way to figure this out. It looks like Doss signed with the Oakland Raiders. So it looks like Keelan Doss is an Oakland Raider. And then Devin Singletary. Yeah, I think he was projected as a 6th or 7th rounder too, right? Look at Philip Lindsay. Giants could have gotten him. Yeah, okay, Saquon Barkley cooler, but if the Giants had drafted a quarterback last year, and had Philip Lindsay, I think they would have been happy. I would have been happy. And we got 12 out of 23. Little cracked ice, Austin Eckler. Austin Eckler. Little ice baby there. I already forgot who this guy was. Yeah, that's right. All right, so let's see what we got here. Dwayne Haskins. Irv Smith Jr. And I don't know what the hell this guy was thinking when he was signing. What the hell is that? This might be the new signature for this year. This might be the hate signature. Rashawn Gary, Packers. What the hell is that? If you're going to scribble on the sticker, why would you run it to the edge? Seriously, somebody needs to have a talk with these kids. Not cool. I mean, seriously, right to the edge of the card. Or the sticker, I mean. And that's a piece of garbage signature. Move over Jamon Moore. Carlos Henderson's got way more on you. All right. I don't know. I don't know about his feet. I don't know what he was dipping in ink to sign that. That might not actually be a signature. It might be a fingerprint. It might be he just like Sharpied his left nut and just started pressing it on stickers. I don't know what the hell that was. Darrell Henderson. Calvin Harmon. So that's how I should do my signature. And just not tell anybody about it. Gardner Minshew II for the Jaguars. 20 out of 23. Gardner Minshew II. Cracked ice. I believe that goes to the Jaguars. All right, so we got a little ice baby. Is that any good? The hell if I know. 38-9 touchdown interception ratio, effectiveness of 147.6, 4 rushing touchdowns, 70% completion percentage, 4,780 yards. It's not too shabby. He's better than Bortles. And yet Bortles' signature is much better looking than Rashawn Gary's. That's for sure. Oh, now this is some nice penmanship. All right. Josh Jacobs. Travion Williams. Dexter Williams. Looks like he's a Packer. Dexter Williams. And there's Noah Font. Two more packs and a jersey left to go in this one. Team was that again? Ah, okay. DK Metcalf. Daniel Jones, who sucks. And not to be confused with San Diego Padres slugger, we have Raiders, Hunter Renfrow. Hunter Renfrow for the Raiders, Deebo Samuel. Got these here. That goes there. That can go there. So Hunter Renfrow. And we got one more auto coming up. And let me look up who this guy is. Let's see. All right, that looks like it's about right. So we got Gaskin, DK Metcalf, and Gardner Minshew, and Alex Madison, who I believe was drafted by the Vikings. So Alex Madison looks like it's going to the Vikings. And then We are going to close things off with a TriStar jersey. And let's see who we got here. There we go. Usually get those to pop. Daniel Jones? Come on. No, it's not Daniel Jones. This individual was ranked number 3 in the top 100 NFL greatest players list. He was a 10-time Pro Bowler. All right. 2 Super Bowl rings, 1986 MVP, 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, 1981 NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year. It's a good year. 75th anniversary all-time team, 1980s all-decade team. Pro Football Hall of Fame, 1999. And a pretty decent arrest record, too. That's okay. How's that? 56. I think that's a pretty good one right there. The real LT. Lawrence Taylor. For the Giants. Kids, don't do drugs. All right, are we ready for a recap? I'm not going to remember what teams these guys are on, just so you know. But I'm still going to tell you their names. Say my name, say my name. So, no Eagle would ever be ranked number 3 player of all time. Come on. All right. So we got Alex Madison, Hunter Renfrow. We got some decent autographs here out of contenders today. Dexter Williams, Rashawn Gary, Keelan Doss, Dax Raymond, Taylor Rapp. Yeah, Reggie White. He'd come close. He's up there. Nick Bosa out of 49 as an honorable mention. Travion Williams, Jalen Moore, Brian Burns, and there's an Eagle right there, Miles Sanders. Terry Godwin II. David Montgomery. Myles Gaskin out of 20. Caden Smith. Mac Wilson out of 15. Jarrett Stidham. Gilbert Brown, Packers. LeJordan Humphrey out of 6. Andy Isabella. Deebo Samuel. Antoine Wesley. Anthony Johnson out of 3. Justice Hill out of 20. Not the only one of his. Geno Atkins for the Bengals. There's a Daniel Jones out of 30 there. Byron Murphy. A little cracked ice honorable mention for Khalil Mack. We got Jacques Patrick. Darwin Thompson. Tony Pollard. Preston Williams. Darrell Henderson out of 25. Jalen Ferguson, Jordan Scarlett, Caden Smith, CJ Conrad out of 75. So for our hits of the night, here are the candidates. Justice Hill out of 18. Nick Boza out of 15. Gardner Minshew II, cracked ice. We got the mystery Marquise Brown. We have an Amari Cooper Cowboys jersey and a Lawrence Taylor jersey for the Giants. Who is your picks for hit of the night? It's not Reggie White. You tell me your picks for hit of the night. Again, we got a bunch of breaks filling up right now. All right. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do another random team break with these boxes, but instead of 2 of each, we'll do 1 of each. All right, and make things a little easier. And then, we will do a pick your team style like this one. That sound fair enough? And then we'll see what happens. So we got 2 for Boza. So I'm surprised. Boza over Lawrence Taylor over cracked ice. Interesting. Leaf Boza, but it's Boza. And on card doesn't hurt either, right? On card never hurts. So you got 1 vote for LT. There we go. My vote's for LT too, but I usually don't count my vote. I'm a tiebreaker. I don't create the ties. I break them. That's what I do. I break. That's like the job definition right there. So 2 votes Boza, 1 vote Lawrence Taylor. Anybody got any questions on all the other stuff we got filling right now? All right. Again, we're going to post some new breaks tomorrow, and we're going to talk about our anniversary break. Or at least we're going to push it. We're going to push it a little bit. If we can get it to the halfway point tomorrow, I think that'll give it some good momentum. Maybe we can get rid of it this weekend. Maybe. Proposed timeline on that was like 1 or 2 weeks. So we might be on the shorter side of it. That'd be cool. It's a nice break. 225 plus hits. See you later. Talk to you later. So anyone else got anything for me? My monster wore off about 45 minutes ago. My eyes were a little blurry. And no, I haven't been drinking much. So last call. Looks like Boza's getting hit of the night. I blame everybody who left early. Seriously, we had 16 people, then 9, then 4 in like 2 minutes. I feel as if I should not do a recap if everyone's just going to leave. That's all I got to say about that. So again, last call. Anything for me before I sign off and go night-night? So again, we got plenty of things available for personals. I think we're going to have a personal break somewhat early at some point tomorrow as well. And you got any questions for me, hit me up on Messenger. If I don't fall asleep the instant my head touches the pillow, I'll get back to you. Otherwise, I'll get back to you tomorrow. How's that sound? I can't even understand what I'm saying. I'll get back to you tomorrow. Yeah. All right.